What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Warchant TV, but an upgraded version. It's like 4K TV now. We got 5-star Ira Schoffel, the managing editor of Warchant.com, joining us. Thanks for being here, Ira.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, man. Bradenton, beautiful this time of year. So, day 3 of the Noles being out here at IMG Academy. I guess we got to speak to some of the defensive players. What did you sort of take away from some of the interviews that we had earlier?
Yeah, it was pretty much a continuation of things we've heard before, but just talking to Brian Burns and Josh Kando and Cyrus Fagan and Dontavius Jackson, really a lot of the key guys on that defense. They just talked mostly about how excited they are to really get after the quarterback, to play much more aggressive than they did last year. Dontavius Jackson kept using the word trigger. Josh Kando talked about how much, I think you asked him about the difference between setting the edge, which they had to do a lot of last year, versus actually getting upfield and getting after the quarterback. And you could see just how excited they are about being able to do that. And he even said that's the defensive end's job, get after the quarterback and make big plays. And that's really been the kind of the talking point of all the defensive players this entire preseason.
All right, how about reaction of the day? The aforementioned Josh Kando, I think it's the first time we've ever spoken to him since he's arrived at campus at Florida State. Asked him about his health, but more specifically, these really clunky knee braces that he has to wear.
Do you expect he'll be playing with the knee braces on this season? Is that precautionary stuff, or is that
just prevention, but no, I don't expect to be playing with them in games.
You ever talk to Josh Sweat about that? It seems like that was something that always
It's my first time wearing them, so it's kind of weird. I feel like I just can't get the type of knee drop that I want to, but I mean, it's good. I feel like when I take them off, I'll be faster. At least feel like I'm faster, you know what I'm saying?
So I had to ask him because, Josh Sweat looks like a totally different guy in the combine when he took those knee braces off, and Josh Kando sounds like he'll be fine when the season starts and he'll have those shackles, if you will, removed.
Yeah, and Josh Sweat's was a personal thing. I remember talking to his advisors or agents at Pro Day, and they said that, they tried to convince him during the season to take him off during games, and it was kind of a safety blanket for him because he had those knee injuries in the past. Kando, you can tell he does not want to be wearing them at all, and he's not going to be wearing them on game days.
Yeah. How about your one cool moment? Once again, another sort of offensive lineman helping out the younger pups, if you will. I saw Landon Dickerson actually giving instruction to Chaz Neal away from everybody else. Greg Fry was working with sort of the left side of the line. He had Alec Eberle, and then he had Juwan Williams and Derek Kelly, and then another unit he had Bavion Johnson, and then 2 other guys on the left side. Meanwhile, to the side, Landon Dickerson, as you're seeing the video right now, was actually kind of instructing Chaz Neal on just fundamentals of how they want to block things. So it's good to see these guys, the leadership, I guess, if you will, take that sort of role. And then observation-wise, what did you see from the offense, Aaron?
We saw a little bit, they worked a lot of special teams when we were out there. Towards the end, we saw some of the quarterbacks and receivers. And, one of the things that it looked like they were working on with the wide receivers was running full speed through a route, not looking back for the ball, unlike fly routes, long routes. A lot of times receivers have an urge to look back earlier, which can slow you down. So they were really focusing on the teaching point of run full speed until you think the ball is actually going to get there, then look up and find the ball and make the play. And you saw them connect on a lot more of those passes. So many times on those deep balls you see maybe just a hair off, the timing a little bit too far, too underthrown. But their timing got a lot better as they focused on just running the route and not looking back for the ball.
And running backs, again, we're not seeing a lot of the physical stuff. They did run the Knoll drill, but, we're not seeing 11 on 11. But in case you had any sort of concern at home, Cam Akers is doing just fine. I mean, they were going and weaving around the tackling dummies, and just the way he handles and turns is like a Lamborghini. I mean, the guys behind him are Porsches, and they're not bad, but I mean, Cam's a different guy. He's a different guy, so he's looking good.
Yeah, and like you said, all the running backs look good. Laybourne's looked really good. Grant, the freshman's look good. Jacquez Patrick, he doesn't have as much wiggle, but if he puts his shoulder down, he's running pretty much through anybody. That whole group looked good. And then the defensive players in that Knoll drill, Hamson Nasruddin had a really nice play. I think Emmett Rice had a nice play. You saw some good competition between the offense and defense.
All right. Ira, you're going to hashtag do something for Warchant.com later today, I assume, right?
Of course. You got to hashtag do something.
Fantastic. All right. He's Ira. I'm Aslan. Thanks for watching. Plenty more over on Warchant.com. We'll see you over there.